Hello, I'm Dawna Friesen. One of the many things in short supply these days, apart from toilet paper and frozen peas, is humor. It's hard to laugh when there's this invisible virus lurking, and there are all these limits on where we can go and what we can do. And if you are sick or if you've lost a loved one, this is not a funny time. We're going to get into much of that, including the crisis inside hundreds of care homes. We worry for our families, our physical health, and our financial health. And that mental health, experts say, could create a looming echo pandemic of mental health issues. It's why Ottawa and the provinces have launched initiatives to help us cope with this new reality. And that's where we want to start tonight, our well-being and how we can get through this together, because the coronavirus should not put a stop to our collective sense of humor.
More about me, I'm training for a 1K.
Jessica Holmes has been doing comedy for a few decades now.
You should set achievable goals, is what the experts say. And so I'm not going to rush it. I just had a baby 8 years ago, so, chill out.
Known for her celebrity impersonations, whether it's a Spice Girl.
I'm Jerry Halliwell, but I don't have to say that to you because you know I'm very famous.
Or Celine Dion.
I want to wish everybody in the world one special gift, and that is the gift of my talent.
She's become famous not only for her impersonations, but for this confession.
Hi, I'm Jessica Holmes. I'm a comedian. I've experienced postpartum depression and regular run-of-the-mill garden variety depression. Neither was great. Both sucked.
She wrote a book about it, Depression, the comedy, a tale of perseverance.
Running is my meditation. Meditation isn't my meditation because I have the world's shortest attention span.
And now she, like the rest of us, is trying to find the funny side of life in lockdown.
Put a pep in your step.
And imagining how celebrities are coping.
I believe that the virus goes on and on. So lavez les mains.
And there's the harsh reality of personal grooming.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the future. Time travel is possible, and you don't need to buy any more toilet paper. What I wouldn't mind is if someone picked up a pair of tweezers. Tweezers! Just remember to pick those up.
And Jessica Holmes is at her home in Toronto. Jessica, you are looking fantastic. This pandemic has really exposed, though, how we all really look, right? How is the personal grooming going?
Well, you know what? When I only get out of my onesie once a week, you go all out.
You look fantastic. And you were telling me that you had your kids help with your look a little bit.
Yeah, one of my kids did my root color in preparation. What we didn't do was take down our Christmas tree.
All by myself in quarantine.
Comedy can be cathartic in dark times. How do you find humor in the midst of all this anxiety?
Us comedians say tragedy plus time equals comedy, or stress plus time equals comedy. So I have just learned to always look for the funny in things, to always imagine, where is the laugh track? If my life was a sitcom right now, where would the laugh track be? And that way it kind of takes the sting out of things, and knowing also that, a few months down the road, this will all be punchlines to late night jokes and stuff. For me, life is just easier that way when you're looking for it.
You've been very open to Jessica about your own depression, and you got through it with therapy and medication and building healthy habits. How are you handling life right now in this weird normal, and what would you say to other people who also have gone through depression, how they should handle the moment we're in?
Absolutely. To anyone who is feeling triggered by what's happening now, I'm so sorry. We will get through this. A year from now, life will be calm again. It is triggering. The social isolation of it is triggering, not having our regular routine. So I would just say to people, hang on. I promise things are going to get better. We're going to feel better as we get more and more used to this way of life.
What's the funniest thing you find or have heard about the surreal situation that we're all in?
I've loved seeing how families are reacting to what's going on. And my favorite was this viral video that came out of England of a family taking on the characters of Les Mis.
One more day's home education. Let's just let them run amok.
the fact was, you could see that they had rehearsed it all day, and even the youngest kids had their parts to play. So I think it is a unifying experience right now.
For people who find themselves at home with nowhere to go, there's a lot of boredom, and you know, we can only watch so much Netflix. Is boredom a breeding ground for humor?
Dawna, it is absolutely a breeding ground for that. And within 2 days of the isolation happening, I had my eyebrow pencil out and was drawn on a Tiger King sort of beard and mustache. And that has been my life, just dressing up as characters different days, or trying to find out what are other comedians online doing. For me, it's so beautiful to see how we come together through comedy, how regardless of how people feel politically and so on, that this kind of brings us together. We're all in it together, and comedy can break the tension beautifully.